And welcome everybody into Columbus, Georgia, as we are about set to go for the first round here, Game 3. This series going the distance. The only one here in this first round to go the distance here in the GIAA 4A playoffs. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Houston Sports Clinic, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Coca-Cola, and our new presenting sponsor, Mike Costello. So we are about set to go the starting lineup for the Bulloch Academy Gators. It'll be Peyton Graham's leading things off, and then Brody McCoy, Jack Lanier, Sam Hubbard, Rob West, Landon Huggins, Jace Farmer, James Lee, Brannigan Priest, and then in right field, it's Cole Newman, who's being hit for by Jake Lanier. And then for Calvary, it's Nate Osborne leading off, Trip Ellison, Jackson Kennedy, William Hilton, Liam Hokut, Liam Anderson, Brady Reed, Jay Smith, and Colton Silvestri. Silvestri will also be pitching for Calvary as well, and pitching for Bulloch is going to be Landon Huggins, and we will have first pitch on the other side of this break.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now an award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Masterwall for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team. Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back. First pitch about to be underway. Throw down to second. Here we go. Again, the starting lineup for the Bulloch Academy Gators: Peyton Grams, Brody McCoy, Jack Lanier, Sam Hubbard, Rob West, Landon Huggins, Jace Farmer, James Lee, and Brennigan Priest. Winner of this game will go advance to round 2 against Brookstone. Every other series here in this first round only went 2 games. First one down and away to Peyton Grams. Again, it's Colton Silvestri pitching for Calvary. 1-0 misses away. You are watching the Masterwall Incorporated Calvary Game of the Week right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 2 balls, no strikes to Grams. And that one outside. Called strike. So back in the count here. Grams tossed his bat. He was on his way down to first, but he'll have to dig back in. Silvestri falling behind here to the leadoff guy. There's another called strike, and again he tossed the bat. So the count now runs full. Silvestri battling his way back in it here. First 2 games of this series, both were decided by just 1 run. 3-2 is poked towards first, and that's a fair ball. That's going to get down the line. Grams is headed for second, and he is going to be safe in there with a stand-up double to lead things off. A pitch that probably missed outside. He was able to get his bat around to it and poke it over there by Liam Hocutt, just out of his reach. And Bulloch threatening here in the first inning. A runner in scoring position for Brody McCoy. The Bulloch second baseman. Silvestri comes set, delivers the first pitch to him, and it's down and away. McCoy is 0 for 8 in the series. He's still looking for his first hit. 1-0 towards right field, but well foul. Well, Grams before his double was 2 for 6 in the series, now 3 for 7. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brody McCoy. Again fouled away, 1-2. Just getting started here in Game 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back up the middle, lined over towards Smith, and he takes it. Thought it was caught on the fly, but it bounced, so it is going to be an out at first. The runner gets over to third. 4-3 put out brings up Jack Lanier. Lanier 1 for 6 in the series so far. Was 0 for 4 in game 1, but 1 for 2 in game 2. First one to him, almost hits him. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes. There's a called strike, count even. Bulloch from Statesboro, Georgia, led by head coach Jason Godby. Finished 13-17 in the regular season. Softly over to short. This will get the run in, and there's 2 away. So Bulloch strikes first here in the first inning. Lanier with an RBI. As he's retired, there's 2 away. Bring up Sam Hubbard, the Gator center fielder. Now the base is empty with 2 away. Hubbard has a pair of hits in this series, 1 in each game. This one grounded towards the left side, and it's backhanded. The throw all the way to first is not going to be in time. Nearly a great play by Cam Carter down there at short. But Hubbard legs it out by about half a step and keeps this first inning alive for Bulloch. So here's Rob West. Had a nice start to his series. 2 for 2 in game 1, then 0 for 3 in game 2. Check swing, they say he went around. Graham's got the party started with that leadoff double. 0-1 into center field. Ellison is under it, and there's out number 3. 1 across for Bulloch. Here comes Calvary after this.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Bottom of the first, about ready to go. Calvary about to get their first hacks at it. It's Landon Huggins pitching for Bulloch here. Season on the line for both of these squads here in Game 3. Again, I already mentioned this is the only game here in the GIAA first round that has gone the distance. So certainly an exciting one here today on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Glad you guys could join us. I'm Ethan Pettit. So a couple more warm-up pitches here. We are going to be set to go as Nate Osborne will be the one to lead it off for Calvary, as he's been in that leadoff spot a lot this year. Calvary finished their regular season 17-15. Hasn't been quite the season they would like after a lot of, or they've had really good seasons here in the past couple years. Obviously, their 6 championships in a row from 2018 to 2024. They finished 7-5 in their region play. So here comes Osborne, and he digs in. He had 2 hits the first 2 games of this series. 1 for 2 in Game 1, 1 for 4 in Game 2. It was Calvary who took Game 1. Bulloch then evened it up in Game 2. That's how we have got ourselves a game here on a Monday evening. Bulloch striking first in the top of the first, so Calvary will have to play from behind. Huggins deals the first pitch, swinging, fouled back. It's 0-1 on Nate Osborne. Nothing in 1. Breaking ball inside, count even. One. Down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Osborne. Last year, Calvary lost in the the second round to Strong Rock Christian. Over towards first, but that one will go foul. But before losing in the playoffs last year, that was the end of their state championship streak. That goes all the way back to 2018. Head coach Steve Smith there for all of them. 2-2. Softly over back to the pitcher's mound, and he couldn't glove it, and it's going to be infield single. Even I think if he fields it cleanly and makes the throw, Osborne runs too well. So they do rule it a hit, and it's a leadoff single to bring up Trip Ellison with no one away here in the bottom of the first. Pickoff attempt down at first is unsuccessful. Defensive lineup for Bulloch is Grams in left, Hubbard in center, Newman in right. Your infield, Priest, Farmer, McCoy, and Lee. Over towards first, touches the bag, but will not be able to get him at second, and they do. Called out at second, it's going to be a double play. So there's 2 down here with the bases empty to bring up Jackson Kennedy. Looked like a really close play down there at second. Kennedy has had a really good season for Calvary here so far. Over towards third. Scooped up, and the throw to first is bounced in the dirt. And so an E5 will keep the first inning alive. So now it'll be William Hilton. Hilton has been a really key part in Calvary's success this year, leads the team in average, on-base percentage, and home runs, with 2 of them. Represents the go-ahead run here in the first inning. Wilkinson goes down to first to run in place for Kennedy. And he's taken off. The pitch misses, and the throw down to second, he got him. A nice throw by Rob West behind the plate to send us to the second.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Bulloch Academy back up to bat here in the second inning. Landon Huggins will lead things off. Silvestri back to work for Calvary. First pitch to Huggins is a called strike. Fouled away quickly, 0-2. The pitching in game 1 of this year's for Calvary was excellent. With Fitzstone getting the start, he went 6 scoreless frames with 6 punch-outs, gave up just 4 hits. Frierson came in and picked up the save. I say scoreless frames. He did allow 1 earned run. Or 1 unearned run. But that was all, and it was a very excellent job to allow Calvary to win game 1 with just 2 runs. One ball, 2 strikes here to Huggins. So here's the 1-2. Down and away. Silvestri did come in game 2 of this series, pitched 1 inning, didn't allow a hit or a run with 2 punch-outs. 2-2. Outside, full count. Second straight inning, he's gotten to a full count with the leadoff batter of the frame. And this time he walks him. So leadoff walk to start the second for Landon Huggins to bring up Jace Farmer. So one aboard, no one away in the top of the second. Bulloch already with a 1-0 lead. Jack Lanier driving in that run from third on a grounder over towards second. So now here's Jace Farmer. 0 for 4 in the series, was 0 for 2 in each of the first 2 games of this series. First pitch to him is a called strike. A 0-1 count here. No one down in the second inning. Shows bunt, could not pull back, so it's going to be another strike, 0-2. Silvestri looking for the first out of the frame. And he deals the 0-2, and it is down and away. James Lee on deck for Bulloch. One for 5 through the first 2 games. Or pickoff attempt down at first, but unsuccessful. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Jace Farmer. Just off the plate, 2-2. Again outside, no full count. We've seen some command issues here from Colton Silvestri here early on. Especially to that leadoff batter to start the game. Fell behind 3-0, battled back in the count, but eventually giving up that leadoff double. Later came around to score. Only run in this game so far. This 3-2 is fouled off. Runner down at first here with no one away. 3-2. Another foul ball. Good battle here between Silvestri and Farmer. Three-two. Into left field. That ball is going to drop in front of Hilton. A walk and a single here to start off the second for Bulloch. A nice piece of hitting from Jace Farmer. And it gives Bulloch their third hit of the game. And something brewing. 2 aboard, no one away, and now a mound visit. So they want a discussion here before this inning continues. Mentioned Bulloch, 13-17 on the season. Last year they had a really good year, finished 24-9 in the regular season, made it to the Sweet 16 where they lost to Brookstone in 3 games. If they win this game, they'll meet them again, as they swept Pacelli in round 1 last year. Different stories here so far in 2026. So it'll be James Lee. Had a hit in game 2, but that is all he's had here so far in this series. So Huggins down at second, Farmer at first. Shows bunt, and he misses, so start him off 0-1. Silvestri's trying to get that first out. Tries to lay it down again and misses. So now 0-2, and now question if you want to bunt or try to bunt again with 2 strikes. So maybe changing the approach here. Behind 0-2. Swinging and fouls it off. So still 0-2. Brennigan Priest on deck for Bulloch. And then after that, we circle back to the top of the lineup. Silvestri deals. And another one fouled away. These two battling here. Looks like he just got a piece of that one. So again, staying alive. Lee clearly protecting the plate here, swinging at anything that is remotely close. Silvestri, some traffic on the base paths here in the second inning with no one away. And a wave and a miss. A big first out here in the second inning. First strikeout of the day. It's James Lee, the victim of it. So now it's Brennigan Priest. And now a ground ball in the infield could get you out of the inning after walking the first guy and giving up a single into left. First pitch is a called strike. Peyton Graham's on deck, double to start things off here in this game. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Priest is 0 for 6 in this series. Just missing 1 and 2. 0 for 3 in game 1 and 0 for 3 in game 2. Trying to come through for his squad here in the second inning. Behind a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Silvestri with back-to-back strikeouts after allowing the first 2 to reach. And now it's Peyton Graham's. So he walked Landon Huggins, gave up the single to Jace Farmer, but striking out Lee and Priest to send us back here to the top with Graham's, and it's a grounder over towards short, and he's just going to have to put it in his pocket. Everybody is safe. An infield single to load the bases up for Bulloch Academy to bring up Brody McCoy, who grounded out to second in his first try back in the first. And a huge opportunity for Bulloch to extend their lead. Silvestri trying to get out of the jam. First pitch is just missing. A Gator at every base. Over towards third. On a bounce is Reed. The throw to first, he got him. Silvestri gets out of the jam, and Bulloch leaves him loaded.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile! Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked to order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
About to start the bottom of the second. Reminder, you're watching the Master Wall Incorporated Calvary Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as Calvary right on cue, about to get their second try at it, trailing by 1. It was an interesting bottom of the first. A leadoff single from Nate Osborne to start things off, but got doubled up on a bang-bang play down at second, and then Kennedy getting thrown out at second. Ended that short-lived first inning for Calvary. So it'll be William Hilton, Liam Hocutt, and Liam Anderson. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Rip towards deep right field, but he hooks that one foul. Hilton just out in front of that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. He's leading things off here in the bottom of the second. Outside, 3-1. Again, it'll be Hocutt on deck. Swing and a miss, full count. Hilton was up at the end of that first inning when Kennedy got thrown out down at second. 3-2. Into deep right field. That ball is crushed, and that ball is gone. William Hilton with his third of the season, and he ties things up here in the second. He just missed one a few pitches before. He was way out in front of it, but that one he keeps fair and sends it deep into the trees to make it 1-1. I just mentioned when he was up in the first inning how good of a hitter he's been and how much of a key to Calvary's success that he's been with leading the team in average on base percentage and home runs, and he picks up his third homer of the season here. Hocutt is a Snead State commit as well. Or I shouldn't say as well, but he is a Snead State commit. First at bat of the game here. Trying to follow up that home run from William Hilton. Two and one to Hokut. The Calvary first baseman also has had a really nice season. 2-1. I called it a strike, actually. I looked down to mark it and did not see him call it a strike. So 2-2, my apologies. Liam Anderson awaits on deck for Calvary. So now the count runs full. A 1-1 game here in the bottom of the second. A swing and a miss and a strikeout on Liam Hokut. That's the first strikeout for Landon Huggins today. Well, the best way to bounce back after giving up a home run is to strike out the following batter. So now it's Liam Anderson, DH for Calvary, hitting in place for Cam Carter, who's down at short. Anderson had a hit in game one of the series, but that's his only hit of the series here so far. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. That one misses downstairs, 2-1. Well, that first inning I'd mentioned when we came back, it was an interesting one, right? Calvary had that leadoff single. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2. But that leadoff single, the double play, and then the error, and then got thrown out at second. So they had traffic in that first inning, and really just everything did not go their way there in that first inning. Full count here on Anderson. Third straight batter he's gotten to a full count. So Calvary driving up Landon Huggins' pitch count, trying to get to that bullpen early. Here's the 3-2, and it's outside. So Anderson draws a walk to bring up Brady Reed. Reed is 0 for 4 in the series, but had a couple really good at-bats in the first game of the series, drew a couple walks. He bats here with 1 down and 1 aboard. Jay Smith will follow Brady Reed. Huggins deals. First one is upstairs. They're going to throw back to first. Actually could have been a close play. Could not get the tag around, though. One ball, no strikes. Outside, 2-0. Anderson had a really large lead down there at first, and he started going. He thought maybe that ball would get away from Rob West behind the plate, but able to get back into first. 2 balls, no strikes to Brady Reed. Downstairs, 3-0. Overcast day here in Columbus, Georgia, after this game was originally scheduled to play Saturday, but inclement weather has us here today on a Monday evening. 3-1, runner is taking off as this one is popped foul. So make it 4 straight batters that have run a count full. Still only one down here in the bottom of the second. That came on Liam Hokut's strikeout. So now here's the 3-2. Runner taking off upstairs, so he will be safe into second anyway. So now 2 aboard with only 1 away, and now a meeting on the mound for Bulloch. He wants a quick word with Landon Huggins, who his pitch count has really spiked here in the second inning. He got through the first inning with only a couple pitches, about, I believe it was 6 pitches, but facing 4 batters, each of them have run the count full. He gave up that home run to William Hilton, and then 2 walks after Liam Hokut's strikeout. So it'll be Jace Smith. 0 for 4 in the series here so far. It's Liam Anderson at second and Brady Reed at first. Huggins will look for that ground ball and try and get out of this inning. Calvary trying to take their first lead of the game. Big swing and a miss from Jay Smith. Oh, 1. Misses in the dirt, now count even. So after Smith, it'll be Colton Silvestri. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up and in, 2-1. And they're going to call a balk here, so both runners will advance into scoring position. And the pitch will not count, so it'll be a ball and a strike to Jay Smith. And now a really promising opportunity for Calvary. Go-ahead run down at third. The home run to start this inning tied it. Towards third, and it is stopped over by Priest. And they called that one foul. Priest made a diving play down there at third. They would have only scored 1. But they do call it foul, so a ball and 2 strikes here to Jay Smith. And a called strike 3 on Jay Smith. Second strikeout for Landon Huggins, and there's 2 down. So now from the bottom of the order, it's Colton Silvestri. Look to come through for his squad. Anderson at third, Reed at second. Silvestri would definitely like to give himself some run support with himself on the mound here today. One ball, no strikes. Over towards right, but over is James Lee on the pop-up, so Calvary leaves 2.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. You see it and answer the thirst, but never thirsty. Sprite, the clear favorite.
A strong workout means a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities, like the Red Light Sauna and Polar Dry Plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, restore, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down, $24.99 a month.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value. Deal ends May 15th.
So we're back here in the top of the third in a 1-1 game after Calvary evened things up after William Hilton's solo home run. So a 1-1 game. It'll be Jack Lanier digging in for Bulloch, who drove in the first run of this game. A ground out to short, scored a run from third. Silvestri back to work. First pitch is off the plate. Falling behind, 1 ball, no strikes to Lanier. Popped over towards short, shallow left center. And it's Ellison all the way in from center, taking it for the first out. So now it's Sam Hubbard, 1 for 1 here so far, singled back in the first. Bulloch is searching for their first state championship since 1984. They won 2 in the 80s, 82 and 84, under head coach Jack Webb. Was inducted into the Bulloch Academy Athletic Hall of Fame a couple years ago as well. This one a grounder to second. Smith scoops it up. Throw to first is wild, and it brings Hokuta off the bag. So Hubbard will get into first on the E4. So now it's Rob West. Flew out to straightaway center field in his last try. Runner first one away, almost got him leaning, but back in safely. That's a called strike. Nice pitch to start off West. Top of the third already here at Calvary. Calvary seated higher than Bulloch, so they are able to host this series. They were considered the road team in Game 2 of this series. But overall, the advantage not having to travel, and 2 of the 3 games being the actual home team. Getting to bat second. always seems like a huge advantage in baseball. Nice pitch, 1-2. Hubbard down at first after the throwing error. Now this one roped into left field. And there's 2 aboard here with 1 away. That is Wes, his 3rd hit of the series to bring up Landon Huggins, who drew a walk last inning. Looks like it'll be a courtesy runner. And we will take a break. It is going to be a pitching change for Calvary on the other side.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back after the pitching change. It'll be Braylon Frierson coming in for Calvary. Has had a terrific season for the Knights, and he comes in a big spot here. 2 aboard with only 1 away. Silvestri is responsible for both of those runners on base. I don't believe there were any other defensive changes for Calvary. If there is, and I figure out, I will get that information to you. But as far as I know, I think just Frierson replaced Silvestri. They'll come in and face Landon Huggins. And he starts out with a strike. Calvary using 2 pitchers in game 1 of the series. They used 3 in game 2. Frierson came in game 1, picked up the save. 2 strikeouts in the 1 inning he threw. 0-2 here on Huggins. Misses upstairs. But elimination game, I believe the next round wouldn't be until next week, so an opportunity maybe to empty out your bullpen for both sides here. This one has popped up, but it will go out of play. So still a ball and 2 strikes here to Huggins. Into right center field. Going back on it is Osborne, and it's going to be off the wall. Nobody will score. No, they're going to wave him. He couldn't pick it up. And the throw is dropped at second. And Bulloch is going to take the lead here in the third. I didn't think initially they'd wave him. I looked over, and then I saw Osborne out there in right field, kind of double clutch trying to pick up the baseball. And a costly mistake. Now it's 2-1. I don't know even if those throws come in on time, if he fields it cleanly, even if he gets the throw in, I don't know that they'll get him, but certainly would have been close. So that E4 early on in the inning ends up being costly for Calvary. That runner coming around to score here in the third inning. It's Jace Farmer here for Bulloch. 0-1. He pops that one foul. Now 0-2. Still only one down here in the top of the third. Bulloch trying to tack on here. Frierson ahead 0-2 here on Jace Farmer. And he struck him out. Blew the fastball by him, and there's 2 away here in the third. First strikeout for Frierson here in today's contest to bring up James Lee. Lee went down on strikes on 3 pitches back in the second. Or rather, not on 2 pitches. He did foul a couple off before going down, but was in an 0-2 count when he went down, and now falling behind 0-1. West down at second, Huggins at first. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1. Buckled him there, 1-2. Trying to limit the damage here to 1. Bulloch got the scoring started in the first. Gave up the home run in the bottom of the second, but getting that run right back here in the third. The 1-2. He got him. Frierson comes in, gives up the single, but 2 Ks, and that sends us to the bottom of the third.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here before we start the bottom of the third. Want to run down this bracket here real quick here in the GIAA 4A playoffs. It's at the top of the bracket with Strong Rock Christian taking on George Walton Academy. They swept them, dominating fashion. Game 1, 12-7, and then game 2, 15-0. And Tatnall Square facing off against Tallulah Falls was also a sweep, 5-4 in game 1, and then 9-2 in game 2, completing the sweep. And then at the bottom is Bethlehem Christian against Loganville Christian, 3-2 game 1, victory for Bethlehem, and then a 7-0 shutout victory for Bethlehem to seal the series. So that takes us to round 2, where now First Presbyterian Day will take on Strong Rock Christian with the 1 versus 8 matchup. And then the 4 and 5 matchup will be Athens Christian and Tatnall Square Academy. And then Brookstone will face the winner of this series, and then Stratford Academy against Bethlehem Christian Academy. Is where we stand here on the bracket here so far in the playoffs. While we were at break, Rob West kind of was shaken up on a couple warm-up pitches, went down behind the plate, went to the dugout for a minute, came back out and gave them a thumbs up. So he seems to be okay, but something to watch out for as this game progresses. And it's Nate Osborne leading things off here in the third for Calvary. They lost the lead there in the last half inning. So now they'll have to play from behind again. 0-1 on Nate Osborne. 1 for 1, got the day started with a leadoff single for him. One ball, one strike. Takes that one for a strike as well, 1-2. Not sure if I went through it, but the infield for Bulloch with Priest, Farmer, McCoy, and Lee making up the Gator infield, 2-2. To the right fielder, Nate Osborne. One for one already today, and that one hits him. So he reaches for the second time here in a second at-bat to bring up Trip Ellison. Ellison, a guy that has been super productive for Calvary. And both Trip Ellison and Jackson Kennedy are committed to Southern Union. So a couple teammates to play together at the next level, and looks like we'll have a pitching change for Bulloch. And we will take a break. New pitcher on the other side.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed Tender Bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia.
And we're back. New pitcher is James Lee for Bulloch, and some more defensive substitutions for Bulloch Academy as well. Trying to get that to you here. So we have Hubbard moving to first base. Lee going to the mound, lays down a bunt as Ellison. He's got really good speed, and he bobbles the exchange down there at third, and everybody is safe. And they'll rule it a single for Trip Ellison, and there's 2 aboard with no one away for Calvary. But as I was saying before that bunt, so Landon Huggins goes down to short, James Lee on the mound, Sam Hubbard to first, Jace Farmer to right field, and Newman moves from right to center. So a lot of defensive changes here in Game 3 for Bulloch. Another bunt laid down. It seems pretty good, but the throw is in time to first, advances both runners, and Kennedy gets the job done. So it'll be William Hilton, who had the big 3-run homer last inning, responsible for the only Calvary run here so far. And an opportunity to do even more damage in the fourth, or the bottom of the third, I should say, and they're going to intentionally walk him. So they saw enough after that home run, and so they will load the bases, put a force at every base for Liam Hokut, who struck out last inning following that home run. So now that'll put a Knight at every base. And a huge spot for James Lee. Obviously, elimination game for both sides, and Calvary playing from behind, down by 1. But the bases loaded with just 1 away. Bulloch can get out of it with a double play. Lee steps off. He comes set. First one outside to Liam Hokut. There's nowhere to put him. A walk would tie the game. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled off. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hokut was 3 for 3 in Game 2 of this series, so capable of doing some damage and putting the ball in play. Lee's going to step off again here before the 1-1. Wants a moment to think about it before he deals the next pitch. No throw down to second. Waiting forever here before this next pitch to Liam Hokut. 1-1. Inside, nearly hit him. 2-1. So falling behind here to Liam Hokut. Again, nowhere to put him. A Knight at every base here in the bottom of the third. Calvary trailing by 1. That one outside. 3-1. Lee did pitch in Game 2 of this series. He threw 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, struck out 5. 3-1. Is low, and a walk ties the game for Calvary. It is an easy RBI for Liam Hokut. And they are still loaded for the Knights, and now another word here for who drew a walk in the second, got to third before that inning ended. And another big spot here for Calvary. So Hokut moves down to first, Hilton to second, Ellison to third. And now it'll be Liam Anderson, the DH for Calvary. He's been really good in these types of situations here so far this year. Calvary as a whole has been pretty good with runners in scoring position. Starts him off with a strike. Nothing in 1. On the way over towards second, and that's going to get through. Calvary is going to grab the lead. Liam Anderson with an RBI single to make it 3-2. So every night moving up 90 feet, and 2 across for Calvary as they are now in control with the bases loaded still and only 1 out. The only out of this inning was Jackson Kennedy's sacrifice bunt. And it's Brady Reed now. As that one shot into right field, it is caught by Farmer in right. Ellison, or rather Hilton, off the bag at third, so could not score. 2 away for Jay Smith. James Lee trying to limit the damage to 2 here in the bottom of the third. Trying to strand him loaded, but Smith trying to come through for the Knights. Up the middle, could be a tricky play. Takes an odd bounce, and wins the foot race to second, and it's 2 runs for Calvary to give them a 3-2 lead in the third.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different highest schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. Loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So That's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer Bulldog Coach right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
So we start the fourth inning after Calvary took the lead in the bottom of the third. It'll be Brennigan Priest, who is 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout in the second inning. He digs in against Braden Frierson. Starts him off with a swing and a miss. Nothing in one. Oh and 2. After Priest, it'll be back to the top of the lineup with Peyton Grams. Oh, 2, he sets him down. He gets Priest looking on 3 pitches, and there's one away here in the fourth. And it'll be Peyton Grams, 2 for 2 here so far, a double and a single in today's game. His single was an infield single in the second inning to load the bases up. Bulloch could not come through and take advantage of that opportunity, though. First pitch misses outside. One ball, no strikes. And another swing and a miss, 1-1. Mentioned how good Frierson has been out of the pen for Calvary this year. Proving that here so far. A couple strikeouts already for him. Misses arm side, 2 balls and a strike. Grounder over towards second, and it's going to get through off the glove of J. Smith. So a single for Peyton Grams, and he's 3 for 3 today. Now we get the opportunity to thank our presenting sponsors at Houston Sports Clinic, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, and Coca-Cola, and also our newest presenting sponsor, and Mike Costello. Here's Brody McCoy, 0 for 2 so far, 2 ground outs, 1 to third, 1 to second. Frierson steps off here real quick. Rather, might have been McCoy calling for time. Waiting on something here. When it was a soccer ball out in left field that came out onto the field, and Hilton taking care of that. So now we're ready to continue. First pitch to Brody McCoy. Pops this one up over towards the crowd. Goes foul. Top of the fourth, 3-2 game here at Calvary. Winner will face Brookstone in round 2 of the GIAA playoffs, Region 4A. A nice pitch. Breaking ball finds the zone, 0-2. Graham's down at first after his single into right field. 0-2 is up and away. So have to deal again to Brody McCoy. Swing and a miss. He sets McCoy down on strikes, and there is Fryerson's 4th K of the evening already. His 2nd of the inning. He had 2 last inning. And now it'll be Jack Lanier, who is 0 for 2 so far into today's game. Popped foul, 0-1. Bulloch, I mentioned 13 and 17 on the year, though they do play really tough schedules year in and year out. Just about every season they're playing really good teams here in the state. This year finishing below 500 after a really successful season last year when they finished 24-9. They were up to a rough start to start this season. 19 games into the season, they were 5-14 as another soccer ball rolls out into left field. There's soccer practice up at the football fields as Hilton punts it out of the ballpark, so takes care of that again. Showing off his soccer skills out there in left field. 1 ball, 1 strike from Braylon Frierson. Down and in, 2-1. But as I was saying before that soccer ball interrupted me, 19 games into the season, they were 5-14. Then Bulloch won 7 games in a row. Really the only reason they are where they are right now. Two and 1 is inside, 3 balls and a strike. Last year in that 24-9 season for Bulloch, they swept Pacelli in round 1 before losing to Brookstone in 3 games. Grounder over to third. It's Reed scooping it up on a couple bounces. The throw to first in plenty of time. And we're halfway home here at Calvary. 3-2, Knights lead.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on.
So bottom of the 4th, ready to go. It'll be Braylon Frierson hitting in place for Colton Silvestri after replacing him on the mound will hit in the 9-hole. Swinging first pitch and fouls it back. We start the bottom of the 4th in a 3-2 game. You're watching the Master Wall Incorporated Calvary Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Upstairs, 1-1. Frierson, the leadoff batter in this 4th inning. The 1-1 takes a called strike, 1-2. After Frierson, it'll be Nate Osborne from the leadoff spot for Calvary. Here's the 1-2. Down and in. Frierson is typically just the left arm for the Knights. Doesn't get a lot of at-bats, especially this season. He goes down here on strikes. 1 away. Bring up Nate Osborne. So this will begin the 3rd way through the order. Osborne is 1 for 1. Got hit by a pitch, also singled in the 1st inning. So James Lee will try and settle into the game a little bit. He sets down Frierson to start off the 4th. And now the big challenge is starting from the top of the orders. That one is fouled off. Nothing in 1 to Nate Osborne. Breaking ball hits him. For the 2nd time today, Nate Osborne is hit by a pitch. So now 1 on and 1 away for Trip Ellison. Grounded into a double play back in the 1st and singled in the 3rd. Ellison has been super good for Calvary here so far this year. Trip Ellison leading Calvary in hits, RBIs, doubles, and triples. 37 hits, well, now 38 after his single back in the 3rd. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Calvary trying to tack on to their 1-run lead here. It's been a relatively slow-moving game, but as expected, right? Elimination game, you get to game 3 of a series in high school, and every pitch is huge. Both teams' season on the line here today. Brookstone awaits to see who they'll face in round 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trip Ellison. Ripped into deep right center field, but it will find the glove of Jace Farmer, and there's 2 away. And now it's Jackson Kennedy. 0 for 2 so far today. Kennedy takes strike 1. Osborne down at first with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Taking off as this is into left field. That will skid through. Kennedy with his first hit of the day will extend the 4th inning as there's 2 aboard with 2 away for William Hilton. Well, he homered in the 2nd, and then was intentionally walked in the 3rd inning. We'll see. Kind of seems like a situation where you have to pitch to him, especially with Liam Hokut, how good he has been this season. There's no escape in this Calvary lineup. Wilkinson goes down to first to run for Jackson Kennedy. 1st and 2nd, 2 away. James Lee comes set to deal to William Hilton. Takes a strike to start him off. Liam Hokut is on deck. Osborne down at 2nd, Wilkinson at 1st, running in place for Jackson Kennedy. Hilton calls for time. Nothing in 1. Into left center, or rather straightaway center, and it drops in front of Newman. They're waving around Osborne. He will score. It's 4-2 Calvary in the 4th. Hilton comes through yet again for the Knights, his 2nd RBI of the evening after his homer earlier on in the game. He drives in Osborne all the way from 2nd. Makes it a 4-2 game to bring up Liam Hokut. And now this one over towards 3rd. On a couple bounces, he will touch 3rd. Does Bernigan Priest. So that will end the 4th inning, but Calvary adds on, 4-2.
A strong workout needs a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities, like the red light sauna and polar dry plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, restore, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down, $24.99 a month.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value. Deal ends May 15th.
So we start the 5th inning here with Sam Hubbard. It'll be Hubbard, West, and then Huggins here in the 5th inning. So now after Calvary's run in the 4th, Bulloch now trailing by 2. Frierson back to work. First pitch is outside. There's the 1-0. Called strike, 1-1. Goes back with the same pitch, this time moving it in just a little bit to find the zone. Hubbard, the leadoff man in this inning. And he sends this over to first, and it takes a bad hop and bounces into right field. It went over Liam Hokut. So that will allow Hubbard to get to first to start off the fifth. And a very unfortunate hop right in front of Hokut. I don't believe he touched it. It will go down as a single. And it'll be Rob West getting ready to hit for Bulloch. Quick discussion here, maybe a runner down there at first. It is number 20. We'll wait on the word for who that is, but looks like head coach Jason Godby's making some changes to his lineup here. Frierson comes set, and the southpaw deals. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes here to Rob West. One-0. Pickoff, try to first, close play, but back in safely. Calvary wanted that down at first, thought it was a close play, but runner back in safely. 1 ball, no strikes. Frierson deals. Into right field, it will hook foul. So now evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Been a fun day here at the ballpark. 2 good baseball teams going at it here in an elimination game. Both games decided by 1 run last week, 2-1 in game 1, 5-4 in game 2. It's been a very evenly matched series, which set up for a nice game 3, and it has lived up to the hype here so far. 4-2 here in the top of the 5th. 1-2, Frierson delivers. Outside. Runner down at first after Hubbard's single to start the inning. Check swing, went around. Strike 3 sets down West, and there's 1 down in the 5th. 6 strikeouts for Braylon Frierson today. And the opportunity he got earlier on in the series when he came in game 1 of the series, pitched a scoreless 7th inning to pick up the save for Calvary in what was a 1-run game at the time. He struck out 2 of the 3 batters he faced. So it's Landon Huggins as he rips this deep to left field. Hilton is going to play it off the wall. Lead runner could only get to second, so 2 aboard here with 1 away. Huggins cranked that one, but couldn't elevate it. A tall wall out there in left field. So here is Jace Farmer. Bulloch shortstop. Represents the go-ahead run here in the 5th inning. The tying run down at first. with Frierson throwing a lot of heat, doesn't usually have to throw too many innings. You have to start wondering about his fatigue, how much more he can go. That one fouled off. Entered this game in the second inning. Excuse me, entered in the third. He's got 5 strikeouts. Popped in the air over to right field. Osborne camping under it. Makes the grab, runner tagging. He started stumbling, and the throw will be late. Both runners tag up, and there's now 2 in scoring position for Bulloch. Bring up James Lee. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far, but he comes up in a huge spot. The tying run now in scoring position. Throwing that ball all the way to third could possibly be costly for Calvary, as that did allow Huggins from first to get into scoring position. So it looks like it'll be another change here for Coach Godby. It'll be number 12 going out there for the Bulloch Gators. Bulloch trying to make the bus ride home happy. They'll head back to Statesboro after this game. First pitch is taken for a strike. Nothing in 1. Up and away, now 1-1. Again, once I believe Frierson shows any sign of fatigue or command issues, Coach Smith might have to consider bringing in another reliever. But Frierson so far not showing many signs. Clearly there. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. Trying to get through 5. Frierson deals the 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. As the great Vince Scully used to say, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 aboard. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout from Braylon Frierson as Bulloch leaves 2 in scoring position to send us to the bottom of the 5th. 4-2 Calvary.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
So bottom of the 5th ready to go. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Knights, starting with Liam Anderson. 1 for 1. He walked, also had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning, contributing to that 2-run third for Calvary. They've continued to just tack on here so far today. The only inning that they haven't scored a run in was the 1st. 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and now 1 in the 4th as we begin the 5th with a called strike. Anderson's single was sent into right field. 0-2. And this is cranked into straightaway center, but Newman is under it. 1 down here to start off the 5th. And here's Brady Reed. 0 for 1, fly out, and also a walk. Looks like it's Sam Hubbard pitching for Bulloch. Another lefty for the Gators. 1 ball, no strikes to Reed. That one called strike, 1-1. Knights up 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Again, elimination game. So every arm available, especially with that, with the game being postponed Saturday, kind of allowed for more arms to be available in this series, or in this game, I should say. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2. One down here in the bottom of the 5th. Hubbard deals. This is a called strike 3. He sets down Reed on strikes. 2 away here in the 5th. Now it'll be Jay Smith, 0 for 2 so far. Struck out looking in the 2nd and grounded out back in the 3rd. One and 1. Calvary going for another state championship run this season. Weekly over towards first. Smith runs well, and he will not win the foot race here against Hubbard, and that will take care of the Knights in the 5th. We're on to the 6th, 4-2. So we begin the sixth here at Calvary. They'll stick with Braylon Frierson on the mound, who's been lights out today. So it'll be 9-1-2 for Bulloch, starting with Brennigan Priest. He's been set down on strikes 2 times here today. It's been an exciting game here at Calvary. Glad to be with you here. I'm Ethan Pettit, alongside my producer, Ricky Rogers. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Frierson with 6 Ks here today. Working on a 7th. Ahead 0-2 on Priest. He calls for time. Nine hits for Bulloch Academy, 6-4 Calvary. Fouled away, still 0-2. Again, fouled away. So still 0-2. Brennigan Priest, I mentioned 0 for 2 so far with 2 strikeouts. Went down on 3 pitches back in the 4th. He's only seen 1 ball on his 3 at-bats here so far today. And you can make that 2. So the 1-2 on the way from Frierson. And he got him. Number 7 for Braylon Frierson out of the pen for Calvary. He sets down Priest looking. Now he is 0 for 3 today with 3 Ks, and now it's back to the top of the lineup and Peyton Grams. He's had a really nice day for Bulloch, a double and 2 singles. Came around to score in that first inning. That got all the scoring started. 1 down here in the 6th inning. One and 1. See how quickly, if Frierson gets through these next 2 batters fairly quick, what Coach Smith is going to decide to do in the 7th inning, whether they keep him out there or depending on what Calvary does in the bottom of this inning, if they add on a couple, give him some breathing room, or if they have something else in the works. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away here in the 6th. So Grams will call for time before the 1-2. Nice turnout here for Calvary fans. Bulloch bringing some crew as well from Statesboro. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But a crowd you would expect with an elimination game. Game 3 here of the first round between these 2 teams. Winner will face Brookstone. 2-2. Back up the middle, heads up. Frierson gets out of the way, and it goes into center field for a 1-out single for Peyton Grams, and he is now 4 for 4 on his afternoon. And here's Brody McCoy, 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a K back in the 4th. Now double-digit hits for the Gators of Bulloch. Frierson set. Pops this one up, but it will go out of play. Another foul ball, 0-2. On deck is Jack Lanier for Bulloch, who's 0 for 3 in today's game. Frierson ahead, 0-2. This one into center field. That ball is going to be down into right center field. They're going to wave Grams. He's rounding third. Now a late stop sign at third. We'll have 2 in scoring position with only 1 away. Things start to get interesting. McCoy comes through for the Gators, puts 2 in scoring position. The go-ahead run now at the plate, and we'll see if that will do it for Frierson or if they will try and let him finish out this frame. I think he'll stay in, but one that was sent into the gap. Both Ellison and Osborne were on their ways. Ellison made the diving grab, but couldn't get to it, just out of reach. Allows McCoy to get into second. Grams all the way to third. He was being waved originally until third base coach down there at third had a very late stop sign. Grams had to put on the brakes and retreat into third. So here's Jack Lanier, biggest at-bat of the season here for the Bulloch Gators, with the tying run in scoring position in the 6th inning. Going against one of the best that Calvary has to offer. Frierson, big lefty. Mentioned he's been terrific this year, but not usually a guy that's going to go a length of the game. He came in the 3rd inning. He's been in since, and a huge first pitch strike on Lanier. Lanier's 0 for 3. Ground out to short, a ground out to third, and a fly out to center. Base hit could tie it. The 0-1, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Brennigan Priest, the only out on this inning so far, struck out looking to start it off. And then a single and a double, has 2 in scoring position. So 0-2. Frierson deals just off the plate. Very close pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sam Hubbard is on deck. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 down in the 6th. A huge strikeout for Braylon Frierson. Is now just an out away from getting out of the jam. Frierson has 7 strikeouts today. An 8th would be huge. A 2-run game here in an elimination game. The first one swinging fouled off. He gets ahead of Sam Hubbard, who singled off him back in the 5th. Also reached on an error in the third, so he's reached both times he's come up to hit. He's behind 0-1. Frierson deals. Popped up foul, 0-2. And now a strike away from getting out of it. Two aboard, 0-2, 2 away. And it hit him. And that's going to load the bases up for Bulloch. Hubbard trots down to first, and now every base occupied to bring up Rob West. The Bulloch catcher. So now the go-ahead run is down at first. The tying run is in scoring position down at second. So it looks like a courtesy runner down at first for Sam Hubbard. It's going to be Wood going down to first. Frierson, the base is loaded and 2 away. Down and in. Rob West was 2 for 2 in game 1 of this series, was 0 for 3 in game 2. He's 1 for 3 so far today, and he pops this one up over towards first. Hokut calling off his teammates, and they get out of the jam. Bulloch strands him loaded to send us to the bottom of the 6th.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
So bottom of the 6th ready to go, and I'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Houston Sports Clinic, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Coca-Cola, and Mike Hostelow. Don't forget, after the game, we will also present the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. That will follow right after the final out as Braylon Frierson will dig in here against Sam Hubbard. Finds the zone to start him off. Nothing in 2. Calvary will look to try and tack on some insurance in the bottom of the 6th and make that 7th inning a tad easier. So nothing in 2 here to Frierson. Hubbard deals the 0-2 and is popped up foul. Frierson 0 for 1, went down swinging back in the 4th. But his contributions have came from the mound. Over towards left, and that'll go foul. So still 1-2. Mentioned we are going to have the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game right after. Frierson on pace to get that title. One, 2. Swing and a miss. He goes down to start off the 6th. So back to the top of the order, and Nate Osborne. 1 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch twice today, as well as singling in the 1st. Hubbard deals the first one to Osborne outside. In the 7th inning, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 for Bulloch. 1-0, fouled off. Two-run game, as the first 2 games were decided by just 1 run, as I've mentioned before. 2-1. Calvary looking to advance and get another deep run here in the postseason. 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. Their last losing season was in 2013 when they finished 7-10. But since that season, they're 298 and 108 overall. Swing and a miss as Osborne goes down swinging, 2 down. But the funny thing about that number, that 298 and 108 record, is that is since head coach Steve Smith's first season. So he has really turned this program around. He obviously was there for those 6 state titles for Calvary. Ellison 1 for 3 today. Last chance to try and add on to their 4-2 lead. Shows bunt, lays it down, but it will go foul over towards the Bulloch dugout. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Down and away. Hubbard deals, and that one low, 3-1. If we get there, Jackson Kennedy would be next. Kennedy has reached twice today. Ellison once. Make that twice as he walks down to first and extends the 6th inning. So we will get to see Jackson Kennedy here in the bottom of the 6th. Hubbard will try and keep the score right where it is. Just 2 runs separate these two. And now they've got Ellison mixed up in a pickle and going to try and run him down. Ellison runs really well. And they put the tag on him there. So that will end the 6th inning. Last chance for Bulloch Academy when we come back in the 7th.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
We start the 7th inning. Braylon Frierson, they're going to stick with him to try and close things out in the 7th inning, and he will have to face Landon Huggins, Jace Farmer, and James Lee. So Bulloch's last call to try and keep their season alive. Frierson will try and pick up his 2nd save of the series. So the first pitch he deals is a called strike. 0-1. Huggins has reached all 3 times he's come up so far today. He walked and has 2 singles. The furthest he's gotten, though, is just second base. One ball, 1 strike. Inside, 2-1. Frierson trying to set down Bulloch in order and not have a stressful 7th. 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. A hitter's count here to Landon Huggins, who is leading things off here in the 7th. And that one outside. It's a leadoff walk to start off the 7th for Bulloch.
So that will bring up the tying run in Jace Farmer. Frierson will still be the guy. Courtesy runner down at first here for Bulloch Academy. Frierson will look for that double play. So Frierson comes set. Tying run at the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss. James Lee would be next for Bulloch. Runner down at first and no one away. Outside, 1-1. Frierson trying to find the zone. He's done a really good job of it here so far today. Here's the 1-1. Inside, I think it almost hit him. That will advance the runner into second. Two balls, one strike to Jace Farmer. 1 for 3 today. Single back in the second, a strikeout, and also a flyout. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. Brookstone waiting patiently to see who they will face here in round 2. Maybe another soccer ball out there in left field. So again, Hilton taking care of that trouble. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner down at second and no one away here in the 7th. Frierson deals. Fouled off. Still 2-2. It was Huggins who reached courtesy of the walk. Got down to second on the passed ball. 2-2. Frierson comes set, delivers the pitch, and it's a called strike 3. 1 down in the 7th. Number 8 for Braylon Frierson is a big one. And now it's James Lee. Lee is 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. Called strike to start him off. Lee was not a fan of the call. He falls behind 0-1. Popped in the air to right field. Osborne over towards left, and he makes the grab. 2 down, and the runner will get into third. But a huge second out. Bulloch is down to their final out of their season. And it's all going to come down to Brennigan Priest. The runner moved into third. Really not too much of a difference here in this spot in the game. In a 2-run game where base hit, they're probably waving him anyway. So Frierson will look for just one more out. He walked Huggins to start this inning off, but a strikeout and a fly out. Has 2 away, and he starts him off with a swing and a miss. Now if Priest reaches, Peyton Grams would wait on deck, who is 4 for 4, 3 singles and a double. Not a guy you want to bring up in a situation like that if Priest reaches. The 0-1. Popped foul, 0-2. Bulloch down to their final strike. Here's the 0-2 from Frierson. Outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Runner down at third. Top of the 7th in a 4-2 game. Winner faces Brookstone in round 2. Frierson set, the 1-2 on the way. Popped up in the air, over towards Smith in shallow right field, and he makes the grab. Calvary wins 4-2. And the series wraps up after a tremendous series. The first 2 games decided by just 1 run. Game 3 decided by 2. And a wonderful series comes to a close with Calvary on top, winning the series 2-1. And we will present the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. It is Braylon Frierson, who was just tremendous today. Had, I think, 8 strikeouts. I mean, kept Calvary going. And he gave up that run in the 3rd inning, but he was not responsible for that runner. That was Silvestri's runner, but that was the only run that he gave up in this game. But 4 zeros after that, and so he deserves the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And now you might want to take a look at the bracket, I believe, as round 2 is upon us. It'll be Brookstone and Calvary in round 2, a Columbus matchup, which should be a lot of fun between those 2 teams. And, I mean, it was just wonderful. I'm glad to be able to come out here and call this elimination game. For Ricky Rogers, an amazing job producing today. I'm Ethan Pettit. We will see you next time on Georgia-Alabama Sports